Derby season getting kicked off 2024 Lecomte Stakes. Trusted Profits, it's the formula here. And yes, we're going to be doing a full field rundown of the Lecomte Stakes, G3 that's going to be run at the fairgrounds. This will be next week, um, January 20th, 2024 at the fairgrounds. A 20K race. We got 8 horses entered in. This is a G3, 8.5 furlongs on dirt. Yeah, let's get it started here. Lecomte Stakes winner last year, Instant Coffee. Bunch of us jumped on that horse early on and didn't hear too much from him again. Last race was the Louisiana Derby, I believe, and yeah, that was it for Instant Coffee. Is it going to be different this year for the Lecomte Stakes? Let's see here. First up, we got Next Level. 6 races to for Next Level. The last one out was the Gunrunner Stakes. A lot of the horses here did come from the Gunrunner Stakes. Got out early, got out in front early on, faded, ended up in last place in the final 3 furlongs, really faded behind there. Yeah, 7th place at the Gun Runner for Next Level. Broke his maiden before that in a 8.5 furlong 52K maiden special weight race at the fairgrounds, owning the pace the entire way, beating Funny Flame by a length there. Did also run in a couple other graded stakes races. The American Pharaoh had a bad stumble in that one, ran in 7th and ran 3rd at the Del Mar Futurity. Next up, we have Nash. Just going to throw it out there early on. I really like Nash going into the Gun Runner. Did end up finishing 3rd in that one. After going off as a pretty heavy favorite, made a bid for the lead down the stretch, but was unable to pass Track Phantom. I think per Equibase finished 3 lengths behind. It looked a little bit closer than that to me, but I'll go with Equibase. They know better than I. 3 lengths behind Track Phantom in that one. Track Phantom just really looked dominant, and Nash didn't have an answer for him in that race. Broke his maiden before that, going 8.5 furlongs, gate to wire, beating Just a Freak by 10 lengths in that one. One of the reasons I jumped on Nash early on, and I still think that this horse has quite a lot to give here. First time out, lost to Booth at 6 furlongs. Losing by 5.25 lengths in that one. This is a Brad Cox horse. Florangelo will be in the saddle for Nash. Then we have Tizzy Indie. 6 races. Um, all 3 in the money finishes came in his last 3 races. This is a horse that's been improving, been showing something a little bit more the past 3 times. Last time out, on turf last time out, 3rd place finish. Started out in 7th place. Ended up losing by 7 lengths to Card Trick in that one. But yeah, moving up a little bit in that race, but still losing by quite a few lengths. 2nd place finish in a 8.5 furlong dirt 72K allowance race, losing to Mena by 3 lengths in that one. Tizzy Indie feels like it's maybe a class down in this one. Classing up for sure. Tizzy Indie, gonna have to see quite a bit for the DeSormo horse. Can Group. Yeah, this is another one that we're talking about that is mostly a turf horse from what we've seen so far. 2 wins, 2 3rd places for Can Group in 5 races, 4th place. So yeah, the one time he finished outside the money, 4th place at the Breeders' Cup in the juvenile turf. Get this, sitting in 11th place most of the race, 6 to 8 lengths behind the group. Way back in that one. Closed hard, finished in 4th place, 2 lengths behind to Unquestionable, the French horse in that one. Pretty impressive closing ability, but of course put himself in a really bad position. Could only improve to 4th place in that one. Before that, a 1st place finish by a nose at the Castle and Key Bourbon Stakes at Keeneland, closing from 12th place to overtake Noted in that one. So yeah, deep closer is Can Group in this one. Can the Mark Cassie horse move to dirt? Can the Mark Cassie horse here put himself in a better position and not have to close from so far out? Are other horses like Track Phantom going to be putting him so far behind? All questions that we have for Can Group. Ethan Energy. This is another Brad Cox horse. Uncle Mo, the sire, broke his maiden, a 55K last time out, 2nd try at the fairgrounds, 8.5 furlongs, so he's gone the distance. Moved up from 4th place to 1st. Won over El Magnifico by 5 1/4 lengths in that one. El Magnifico, we've called his name a couple of times in full field rundowns. Believe the horse has been running in Santa Anita in some of the races, like I want to say American Pharoah. So not a bad win over El Magnifico, but also that's a horse that doesn't seem to have been able to get it done. Um, Ethan Energy, though, looking pretty strong here, like the Uncle Mo pedigree. Brad Cox, Luis Saez, Lat Long, 5 races for Lat Long. Always finishing in the money, by the way. Broke his maiden on his fifth try, but like I said, won second place and 3 third places before that, and racing against some really good horses. You start looking at all these past performances and who Lat Long lost to in those maiden special weight races. The fourth time out, he lost to Track Phantom. I mean that kind of said something right there. Um, at Churchill, lost to Track Phantom in an 8.5 furlong race. Ended up losing by 4 3/4 lengths in that one, in a deep field too, a pretty wide field in that race. But he did break his maiden on his fifth try at Oak Lawn, 8.5 furlongs. So again, this is another horse that's gone his distance, gone the distance of the race that we're talking about here, leading most of the way in that one, beating Common Defense by 2 lengths. Yeah, Lat Long. This is going to be an interesting horse here for this race. And then we have Track Phantom, who I am guessing is going to be the morning line favorite, who I'm guessing also is going to be the post time favorite, simply because of what he did in the Gun Runner Stakes, right? Holding the pace with Next Level, never showing any signs of fading. Next Level all the way to the back. Sneed and Nash from behind, trying to close in on him, and he just extended the lead enough to get a pretty impressive win there, beating Sneed by 1 1/4 lengths, Nash by 3 lengths. Um, it's a great race. I would sincerely say go check out, and maybe I'll put a link in our description. Go check out the enhanced replay that Colin Sheehan from Trust the Profits did. It's going to be a good race to watch in anticipation of this race here. But yeah, winner of the Gun Runner Stakes. Before that, broke his maiden on his third try at Churchill Downs, beating Lat Long by nearly 5 lengths in that one. Led the race from the half-mile mark onward. Narrow second place finish to Real Men Violin previous to that, after leading nearly the entire 1 mile at Churchill. So Track Phantom's been maturing, been able to hold on to those leads. Definitely likes to stalk the pace or set the pace, wants to be a front runner and really blow away the field. Question is whether he's going to be able to do that this time around at Lecomte. And finally, we have Awesome Road, the third Brad Cox horse. One win in 3 races. That one win was his maiden. Fifth place finish at the Jockey Club Stakes. That might be 4 races actually, but we'll get through it. Fifth place finish at the Jockey Club Stakes, a G2. So he's running some pretty high level races already. Started in the back, did not improve. He went from seventh to fifth, fading in his bid to improve, losing to Anna Marie by 10 lengths in that one. Before that, the Claiborne Futurity, a G1, similar to the race that we saw the Kentucky Jockey Club, was in seventh there, never improved, never closed, lost to Lock by 15 lengths in that one. Did end up winning at Ellis Park, broke his maiden in that one, going 6 furlongs. Just not seeing it from Awesome Road. Not going to make the cut for me. It would be surprising. He would have to show some pretty substantial improvement in order to break through and show something more than what the other horses have here. So, where are we at now? The summary. My safe pick is Nash. Um, Safe pick probably should be Track Phantom if we're being if we're talking about who won the last race, but I still believe that we're going to get some improvement from Nash here. I really did like what I saw from him before Gun Runner. When I watched from him in Gun Runner, it looked like he did maybe lack a little bit of energy down the stretch there. He didn't have a huge close. I'm hoping Brad Cox works that out of him, but that was also his biggest race up to that point. That was his first stakes race. So I'm going to give him a pass on that. And I'm going to say, I stuck to Nash then. I'm going to stick to him now. So that's what I'm saying is my safe pick. Ethan Energy is my value. You're not going to get value out of Track Phantom. Probably going to be the post time favorite. So I'm calling Ethan Energy my value play here. Nash is my key. Track Phantom, got to throw him on there. Ethan Energy, and I do like Lat Long, has yet to finish outside of the money. And I think that this is his class here. So there we go. That's what I got for the Lecomte. What do you guys have? 8 horse field. How do you like it? And who do you like to win? Peace out.